Hey, it's Tree, and I'm back for another sketchbook tour. This is sketchbook 22 through 24. If I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that. I'm also 95% sure that I've uploaded a tour of this sketchbook, the Inktober one, before, but here it is again, I guess. Just so that way, if this is part of another video, you don't have to sit through it. Mostly because I know I ramble a lot, and that's probably annoying. Most of these OCs don't exist anymore. Like, they don't have a story anymore. They used to, but I don't want to continue their stories as they are, so they don't have a story anymore. I also completed these sketchbooks while I was in my senior year of high school, and that was about 4 or 5 years ago now. Oh, there is Annie. She still exists, but her story isn't the same anymore. So she exists, but doesn't look the same and doesn't have the same story. I kind of did that with Annabelle too. She has a different name, and that's Harper now. So that's just kind of the life of making OCs. You kind of just change them around. If you get sick and tired of their designs, you just make new ones and new stories, because that's just how it is. Most of the drawings in Inktober 2015 sketchbook, which is sketchbook 22, which we're looking at right now. I did all those while I was in a computer class in high school, and like these two dudes, we never did any work, so we just kind of hung out and played Undertale during class instead. So that was a fun time. I also wanted to do Whovember that year, but I never finished it. There's still empty pages in this sketchbook that I need to finish. Maybe I'll just take them out and do a different thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Because there's nothing wrong with Whovember. I just didn't finish it. I think Whovember would be fun to do another year, but yeah, I don't have the motivation to do that. This last sketchbook is my favorite out of these. Can I say that I have a favorite? Because I painted the front and the back, and the sketchbook took me a really long time to complete. I remember that much. But I also really like some of the drawings in here still, even though they're old. But yeah, I started it in 2015, and I don't think I finished it until 2016 or 2017. And even then, my concept of finishing this sketchbook was just tearing out all the extra pages because I just didn't want to work in the sketchbook anymore and it was falling apart. If you're new here, that's kind of what ends up happening to a lot of my sketchbooks. I get tired of working in them and then I just decide on a whim that they're finished and I'm not going to work on them anymore, so I just tear out the last pages. I'm trying not to do that anymore, just because I don't think it's a healthy process, I feel like. Can I say that? Also, some of the pages in here are dedicated to a comic that no longer exists, and these are all I have of them, even though they used to be like digital pages. I made these digital pages using just like a mouse and paint tool say, because used to all I would draw was with a mouse and paint tool say. Today I have a tablet and I do still use paint tool say, but I feel like I injured myself so much by doing that because you can't get as much a range of motion with a mouse as you can with a tablet because it feels more natural. So if you could upgrade to a tablet, I would definitely recommend my first tablet, which I got that year for Christmas. And that was a Bamboo Splash tablet from Wacom. I know they also make Huion tablets for very cheap now, and they're like a lot bigger, so maybe look into Huion, because my tablet right now is a Huion. I think it's a Huion Canvas 13, and I saved up a bunch of money, and that's how I was able to get this tablet. But yeah, there's also a lot of stuff I did during my like English class that year, because I got really into this like creative writing class. But it wasn't really a class, it's kind of more so a club. I really got into that, and I was gonna make stories for it and comics for it. But then, like, senior year, I just checked out, and I didn't want to be there anymore. I feel like every senior gets to that point where you just kind of check out and you want school to be finished, and that was where I was at that point. But then, like, my school required you to do community service, so I would go to my community service thing, and I would kind of check out there too because I was just done. So I did spend a lot of my senior year drawing, but also, like, just hanging out. And then, like, the teacher that was running the creative writing class would be like, "Where have you been?" And I was like, "I don't know." I kind of forgot about classes and junk like that. Sorry. Thank God she didn't get mad at me about that, though. Like, but I feel like another excuse I have is that, like, I was in two different art classes at the same time because my school wouldn't let me graduate early. So I took two art classes in the same semester, too. So I was just drawing a lot, and I would just stick around doing my art assignments for those two classes. Because instead of, like, just doing however many assignments she had us do for one class, I had to do, like, double that. Because some of the assignments from Art 2 was the same assignments in Art 3. Like, there's this one assignment where we had to paint two canvases. And then I had to paint two canvases for another class. So anyway, these designs of the OC with, like, the starry hair, I still really like her, but I haven't drawn her in, like, years, so I really should draw her again. But, like, I don't like her story anymore. And I feel like I keep saying that, but, like, I don't like the stories that I used to write. I feel like there's a lot wrong with them, but I just kind of enjoyed them anyway because they were my stories, you know? Like, they were kind of a safe place I could go to at the end of the day, and just live in these stories in my head. And then actually writing them, I hated that, just because I wasn't confident with my writing, and I have a video talking about that on my other channel, so if you're interested, maybe check out that video. It's about my AP English art experience. I mean, my AP English experience, not my AP English art experience. It was just AP English. And I was talking to one of my friends about AP English the other day, and they had AP English like 3 or 4 years ahead of me. And, like, why is everybody that's had AP English, like, from my school traumatized in some way? Like, what's the deal with that? I've never met a person that wasn't traumatized by AP English, I feel like. But, like, the whole goal of AP English is to just write essays. So, I mean, in a way, I accomplished that because I'm really good at writing essays on a whim, and I can complete them very fast. Like, I will put off writing essays for the very long time, and then finish it all in one day, basically. And that was kind of like what my college life was like, is that I would put off any essays that were due until the very last minute because I knew I'd be able to finish them very quickly. So that's pretty much all I've ever learned from AP English. If you had a different experience, let me know, I guess. I think we're around the point I'm getting into, like, some Undertale fan art. I was really into Undertale fan art. I was really into Undertale and Undertale fan art at the start of my first sketchbook because it just came out. And then in this one, it had been like a year or so after it had come out. And like I said in my last video, I still enjoy Undertale. I think it's a fun story. I haven't ever finished playing it myself. I have it on my computer, but I've never finished it. And I've watched people finish it and play it before. Like, I used to be obsessed with watching playthroughs of Undertale back in 2015, so I'd watch several different ones just to see what's going on. But like, yeah, I've never actually finished playing the game. And I definitely feel like I should go back and finish playing Undertale just for that experience alone, but I feel like I got close to completing it. I think I was at like one of the final fights, and I just kind of checked out after that, but I'm at the 10:20 mark, and this is the point where I started getting tired of this sketchbook because I just started taping things in from other places instead of actually drawing in the sketchbook, and that's kind of a shame because I feel like this paper is pretty decent quality for what you got. But yeah, even today I kind of have that problem of like just wanting to be done with my sketchbook. I don't really know if that's just because I get tired of the drawings, and I keep explaining this over and over again because it's true. I don't know if I just get tired of seeing the same drawings in the same book every day. I don't know what my issue is, but like I just check out at the end of the sketchbook just like I checked out of my senior year. So bringing that back up again because I'm running out of things to talk about really. I definitely, yeah, see, like I used to also draw fan art for some YouTubers, but like I don't watch some of these YouTubers anymore. So you saw Commander Holly. I used to really like them. Not gonna talk about the drama with them, but yeah, I just don't watch them anymore. There's also some pictures of like attempted comics I was gonna do, but then I never got around to doing. And some more English assignments. And then I drew other people's characters sometimes too. So the last little bit of this sketchbook is just like watercolor paintings I completed around those years, but like they were on scrap pieces of paper, so there's nothing I could really do with them, and I've just kind of threw them in the back of the sketchbook because it was done around those years, so I don't see why I shouldn't keep them in here, so they're just hanging out in the back now. Some of these are also like characters that Sunny made, and I just kind of kept those too because I like looking at her drawings. And yeah, there's also some Stacy Plays fan art in the back of these. I think one of these was featured in one of their videos before, and that's pretty cool. And then Lastic Neverland. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed listening to me ramble about my senior year, and I will see you next time.